Okay, so you are obviously very tied into not only this film, but the film festival in general. Tell us just a little bit about being a woman in this industry and just being a boss like you are. How did you get to this point?
You know, I am the big boss. I got to this point because I was raised by incredible women. My mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and they really showed me that you can pretty much do whatever you want to do once you put your mind to it, and that my girlfriend Gina Prince Bythewood says gender has no talent. No, I'm going to say that accurate. Talent has no gender. And that's what's really cool because, sure, I'm a woman, but I'm a filmmaker, I'm a dreamer, I'm a producer, I put things together, and I just keep my eye focused on the ball. I really do. I just keep my eyes focused on the project, who's behind it, how can I help, how I can get that out to the public, and kind of just nose to the grindstone. That's really how I make it happen.
And you are making it happen. Now, how did you take on Dear White People? What attracted you to, was it the script or was it who was working on it? Or
my daughter actually told me to go online and look at this viral video, Dear White People. It was a trailer that he shot before he even made the movie. And I saw that and I thought, oh, okay. Then I got the script and I read the script and I called up Justin. I said, how can I help? I have to be involved. I love the idea of young people being political and smart, having something to say, saying it well, very clever. He obviously was very talented in terms of marketing. You know, that viral video got over 1 million hits, raised $50,000 in a couple days. So I just said, look, I want to help you guys. It was a group of incredible producers, all first-time producers, Black, Asian, Latino. I mean, it was really America. And I just felt like, you know what, whatever I can do, I'm going to do it. So they were gracious enough to invite me on to the project, and we just dug deep, and, you know, here we are.
We love. Now, what do you think is the most important message that Dear White People has to say to audiences?
I think it says do not judge people by the color of their skin. Feel free to explore identity. There's not just one identity that you need to be associated with. And have the conversation with your friends. Have the conversation with your boss and your coworkers about this quote-unquote post-racial America, and just see really where people are.
So tell us about composing for this film, just working on this film in general. What was that like?
It was just such a gift to work with an incredible director, Justin Simeon, and a great group of people who we all just came like family. It was incredible in terms of the energy, the support, and just the love. And it's a great film. I mean, it's a really fun film, and the score is very diverse in terms of genre. You've got your classical and orchestral, you've got great soundtrack, you've got jazz, hip hop. I mean, it's just, what I like about it is it's a game changer. Just when you think, okay, I know what kind of music is going to be going on, you don't know anything. And so that was what made it also so very delightful to work with him. Yeah.
Be a great outlet for your creativity. Yeah. Now, how did you get into composing? Because I've talked to a lot of composers, and most of them are men. So I love seeing a sassy, fabulous lady on the carpet. Yes. Where did your career start?
Well, I always started writing music when I was very young. I started playing piano when I was 3. My mother was a classical pianist, so I kind of, in fact, she was teaching piano when she went into labor with me. So it's kind of just a continuum. But I've always liked storytelling, whether it's been in song form or in composition, and I've always liked collaborating with, whether it's screenwriters, directors, playwrights. I've always just liked the multi-dimensional aspect of scoring. So that's what I like to do, is the collaborative process, and I'm also a singer-songwriter, so I translate that also into my songs. Yeah.
Fantastic. So you're also a judge for the film festival. What are you seeing, besides obviously Dear White People, what are you seeing in the rest of the films? Have there been a theme this year, or is it kind of everywhere?
You know, it's really been a really nice variety of themes, and you have just incredible approach and nuances of storytelling that have been quite, surprising and actually refreshing. There's a lot of talent out here. It's overwhelming. But it's inspiring because everybody's following their bliss, so to speak. All these filmmakers, I have such respect for them. They're all winners as far as I'm concerned, because they answered the call to physicalize their story, to physicalize their idea, and that's not often an easy thing to do.
You are obviously very, very tied into the LA Film Fest. It's kind of your baby, right?
That's right.
A little bit.
Yep.
So tell us just about this year in general. How many films were submitted? How many have you picked?
Sure. Yeah, it's been a great year for the Los Angeles Film Festival. So this is our 20th anniversary. We've been doing this for 20 years. It's crazy. We've been downtown for 5, and it's really been a great time. It's not over. We go all the way through. We keep going through tomorrow night. But yeah, it's been great, and it's the festival's grown so much over the years. This year we had between 5,000 and 6,000 submissions. It's a huge number of films. People from all over the world apply. They want to come to Los Angeles and screen their work. We took just under 200 films, so it's very competitive. The caliber of the work here is really fantastic, and we're so happy. You know, to me, the most gratifying thing is to see these filmmakers connect with an audience, for them to share their work for the first time and have people see their work and respond to it. That is just magical. So, yeah.
I think the festival is something to be proud of course. Now, what would you say to up-and-coming young people who are making these films and who, you know, finally saved up the money to buy the camera and they've written the script and all that? How do they get to this point, you know, next year?
So, you know, my advice to up-and-coming aspiring filmmakers is make the best possible film you can. Follow your dream, of course. Have your passion, but really, you work really hard. Do good work. Really push yourself. It's become easier to make a movie. Actually, the gear is out there. You can make a movie for a lot of money, and the result is you can make a bad movie pretty easily. So I would encourage people to really take time with this script, really put together a great team. Don't just work with your friends because they're next to you. Work with your friends if they're talented, but if they're not, find cohorts, find people who can really help you make a beautiful movie. Because the bar is very high, and if you want to get into the festival, you need to have good work. But I would say all of that in a positive and encouraging way. I think it's just a really exciting time for filmmaking because it is so possible. Where it wasn't 10 years ago, the means to make a film were a lot tougher to come by. Now you can really do beautiful work. We have a special program in the festival called Future Filmmakers, where we showcase the work of high school students. And the caliber of work that these high school students is doing is incredible. It's like great work. And I look back on when I was in high school, I'm like, wow, we did not have a film program, you know, or if we did, it wasn't like what these kids are doing. So I think, you know, there's great work coming from all corners.
You heard that, middle schoolers. Get to work. Get it under. So, I mean, the bar has been set very high, but many of these films, especially this one, we love this one. What do you love about Dear White People?
Oh, it's such a fresh film. I remember when I first saw it. It's just you know, the other thing that I find so exciting is discovering new talent at a festival. A filmmaker where you didn't know their work before, it's their first film, and you see something on the screen and you're like, wow, that person has a voice. And Justin Simeon is that filmmaker. This film is so smart, so funny, so unexpected, and has a really unique and very timely take on everything that it's dealing with. So I just think, you know, I cannot wait to see what he does next. And I can't wait for, you know, to see this film, again, connect with audiences. It's coming out this fall, and I wish the very best for him.
Well, I think we loved it. I think people are really going to relate and really enjoy it. So thank you.
You're watching BLACKTREE on TV, only on Soul of the South.